Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for June 11th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I keep expanding my awareness to the realm of infinite possibilities. And today, a little bit of a challenging day. We have our Mars-Pluto square enacting today. And if you have been feeling exhausted, I actually feel like this is part of the exhaustion. I've said it many times before, but I think it always is a good reminder. A lot of times during Pluto transits, I personally get knocked out, and I've seen it in my clients and in my friends. Something about Pluto energy can knock us out because Pluto is the planet of transformation, and sometimes it's the stillness, it's the not doing that allows the transformation energies to bubble up. So if you've been feeling a little exhausted, that may be part of it. I also think that it's in part Mars adjusting to Taurus, and this will be a slower transit, which I think, again, is good with all of this Gemini, air, frenetic energy that has been pushing us. Watch for little bust-ups with this Mars-Pluto square energy happening. Mars can be very aggressive. It does not know what to do with it so much in Taurus. And what you should do with it, I'm shitting on you, sorry, but what you should do with it is go talk to the trees. Go tell the trees your problems because they have the solutions. And that felt like the energy of the day today. Some of these astro energies are bringing stuck energy to the surface, or frustrations, or not knowing what path to choose. And it all feels like this. I have the schizophrenia card, they're all in reverse. I have the burden card, and I have the fighting card. All three of these are swords cards. All three of these are mind cards. And it's blah. And the lightest card in here is the creativity card. And look at it. It's colorful. It's soul. Solutions are going to bubble up when we allow ourselves to surrender, when we talk to the trees, when we get creative with things, not when we are focused on the stuckness, whatever it may be. And your aggro may come up, your feeling powerlessness may come up with that plutonic energy, the frustration like, when is it gonna happen? Is it ever gonna happen? That kind of energy may come up because this Taurus Aquarius square has, that element of the slow, and it has the element of like the future and the desire to empower the future. And so it can be very frustrating. We're also building to a square tomorrow, Wednesday morning early, between Mercury in Gemini and Saturn in Pisces. And it's the same thing. Like, Mercury in Gemini wants to know the answers. It's like, oh my gosh, can we be there already? And Saturn in Pisces is like, it's already done. You're on the journey. It's happening. It's unfolding. And Gemini wants it now. And Saturn's like, be in the now. So just, it can be a little frustrating being human in and through these transits and remembering our humanness and being like, fine. We have the moon today as well, finishing up in Leo, preparing to move into Virgo. Now, on one hand, Virgo is nice because, again, it's bringing more earth energy, but Virgo has that mercurial energy. And so the thinking, the mental energies, the critical nature of things, that all might start spiking up again. So, again, really, really strong mental energies, but what's going to get it done is relaxing into the colors unfolding. There's always colors unfolding. It's never really black and white. Leaning into that is going to help you. Now, besides this Mars-Pluto energy, which, good news, it fulfills itself in the morning, right? It reaches that peak in the morning, but we're still going to be feeling it through the day. So just watch for the fisticuffs where you want to fight and see What is your value that you're fighting for? And maybe there is something. I have a specific thing in mind that is coming up for me with this. But also, what is your path to the future with this? I believe that love wins. Can we, rather than letting our anger overwhelm us, can we find solution in and through love? Can we? I don't know, but it's worth looking into. The moon in Leo is also going to be connecting, speaking of love, connecting to Venus and connecting to Uranus through the day. That square with Uranus, again, might feel a little bit of triggeriness, but that connection with Venus, it's a nice little sextile going on. So even amidst some of the challenge, there's definitely some moments of beauty, and it's like, let's hook into those today as much as we can. Now, the final card that I have that I haven't looked at is the completion card. And this too was in here being a little, everything except the creativity card was in reverse. So it's just like, those cards all felt like they were dragging. So there's something that's incomplete, and you may have to face it. And you may have to bring your Mars energy, your yang to it, which to me, that's like your inner strength. You need to bring your inner strength to it. So be aware that you may be facing something that you've turned and walked or ran away from in the past, that may be coming up to be felt and dealt with. I think I'm going to leave that here for today. May the odds be in your favor. Again, the Mars, Pluto, while it's happening in the morning, that energy is just cranky. And if it was opening up to a little bit better things, but between the moon squaring Uranus and building to the Mercury Saturn energy tomorrow morning, it just feels a little murky. One positive note, we are also building to Sun and Chiron connecting, and that's going to be at 22 degrees, and that feels like some really beautiful breakthroughs coming through. So keep that in mind as you're facing the challenges. So that's it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. And the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. And remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.